Hello, everyone. It's Gigi from Inner Feather Tarot. Welcome to the Daily Whisper. Let's do a collective reading. Let's get right into it. Deck has been pre-shuffled. I'm going to do a quick cutting here, and we're going to ask Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today, Spirit? What messages do you have for the collective today, Spirit? Initial energy in the past, somebody afraid of taking a leap of faith, somebody afraid of changing directions, somebody afraid of doing things differently. Currently, somebody who is not feeling very abundant, somebody who, a masculine energy who has been struggling to make ends meet, is having some financial troubles, and in the future, a potential rejection. Let's clarify these initial energies, please, Spirit. Please clarify the initial energies for us. In the past, in the past, this masculine wasn't feeling very empowered, very in control of things. They were working on their financial stability. A lot of plans, a lot of projects, a lot of time and energy invested by this masculine on their financial affairs, on their financial stability. And that caused them to be indecisive when it came to love. They were despondent. They weren't really invested or interested in taking a serious look into the matters of the heart. Currently, this masculine is hoping for happiness. You know, he has really kind of regained some of that control. He has regained some of the clarity that he was looking for. He is hoping to take a different approach into things and assessing what was important, what he felt was important in their life. So I think that this masculine has shed or is in process of shedding a lot of illusions. In the past, this was somebody who was very logical, somebody who was very meticulous, very methodical when it came to, their controlling things, to really creating a certain image of himself. And for the longest time, I think that being financially stable or, being financially abundant or have that image that they were in some financial status was what they felt was of value for them. But currently, they are changing that perspective a bit. They are assessing whether all that investment in, their financial affairs is what really aligns with their current value. They are looking for happiness. They're looking for happiness in love. And they're not sure at this point whether all that they've been investing, where they've been investing is leading them closer to that happiness and love. In the future, a rejection or having been rejected, and this could potentially be a reading. I mean, it's a bit early to say, but it's looking to me at this point that it might be a reading for those in separation, where either you rejected your masculine or the masculine rejected you, perhaps going after that financial quest. But either way, that rejection in the future is going to bring some inner balance. Is going to make this person go within and assess the state of affairs at that point in time. They are still going to be dealing with a fair amount of anxiety. That rejection is going to make them look at a lot of their own issues, a lot of their past traumas, a lot of what creates this need to run away from love, right? To not really be as invested in love, being indecisive and wanting love but not knowing how to manifest it. So that rejection is going to be the catalyst. And if it's happened already, it's been the catalyst to this person's inner work, this person's shadow work, which will bring a more balanced approach in the future. It will really, they will go through that period of, anxiety and mental anguish because they're going to be forced to look at past traumas as at, a side of themselves that's not the best, and so they are going to, after doing all that shadow work, which needed to be done a long time ago, they are going to finally move towards some inner balance, some inner peace. In the past, a love connection that was not balanced at all. There was a lot of love, but this lack of fairness, this lack of balance in the relationship created a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of doubts, self-doubts even for the collective. They just didn't know where they stood because this masculine energy was so invested elsewhere, so consumed with having to achieve their financial stability that they weren't devoting any time and energy to this romantic partnership. And there was either a fear of doing things differently or a fear of investing themselves fully in the relationship because they were not feeling empowered. They're not feeling financially stable. They're not feeling that they could bring stability to the connection at that point in time. Currently, a change in perspective, a much, much needed change in perspective. This masculine is tired of running, tired of abandoning situations when they get too difficult, when they get too involved. This is somebody who's been running away from love, it seems, for some time, but they are changing their perspective. They are afraid that they may have missed an opportunity with the collective for that new beginning in love. And that's making them reassess, change the way they approach things in their thinking and in their actions as well. In the future, things moving a lot faster than they have been. This rejection is the catalyst to movement, the catalyst to the end of indecisiveness. This masculine is going to see clearly the path forward. They are shedding that indecisiveness, and they are coming with a renewed sense of doing, a renewed sense of I can be that person. I can be that good partner. I'm good enough. I can make things happen. And so that rejection, if it hasn't happened yet, when it does, it's going to really bring about changes in how things progress, and this masculine making a decision right? Not being indecisive about the relationship anymore and really investing themselves, right? Bringing that fiery energy, that excitement, bringing that back. I think they've been holding themselves back out of fear until now. But once, they decide, once things change in the future, once that assessment goes through, once they do a lot of the inner work, things are going to change and start moving a lot faster than they have been because all that fear is going to be shed, right? In the past, no investment at all from the masculine in this relationship. I mean, they were really detached. They weren't doing much about the relationship at all. They were just letting the chips fall where they may. And so this masculine was just going with the flow, not really investing, not putting in the time, not putting in the energy. A lot of secrets. This person kept a lot of secrets from the collective, things that will eventually need to come to light, but there are, in the past, there were quite a bit of secrets kept by this person from the collective. And this person wasn't interested in moving things forward at all. They weren't putting in the time. They were just keeping the collective at arm's length so the collective wouldn't walk away. But there wasn't really any real interest in moving things forward, in moving towards a committed relationship. This was a very casual approach to the dynamic from this masculine. Even though there's love, a lot of love. He really has deep feelings for the collective, but a lot of secrets and a lot of not doing much of anything, not really being truthful about wanting a commitment. And maybe that's what the secret was, that they were just kind of stringing the collective along, right? That they weren't really interested in a real relationship here. They were just keeping the collective as maybe somebody on the side, maybe an option, maybe just, some Netflix and chill here. But there wasn't really a real commitment in the past. Currently, a lot of love from the collective. The collective really does have a lot of strong feelings for this person. And even though the collective, there isn't a real relationship here, the collective is still nurturing and supportive and beautiful and passionate and patient. Everything that really emanates love and warmth in their lives. And the collective is hoping for a new beginning with this person. And I think that the person has been contemplating that new beginning as well. However, there is another feminine energy in this person's life, a much harsher energy, somebody who doesn't measure their words, somebody who is cold towards this person, but who is in this person's life. And currently, it doesn't necessarily mean that the masculine has been juggling these two feminine energies, because we haven't seen really the Two of Pentacles here, or any of the cards that give me the impression that this masculine has been juggling. Perhaps this harsher feminine energy could be somebody they have a commitment with, a financial commitment with, perhaps, maybe a business partner, maybe a mother of their children, an ex-wife, long-term girlfriend, or something like that. But whoever this feminine person is definitely a part of the reason why this masculine hasn't really given anything to the feminine. And it's interesting because Queen of Swords and King of Swords right here. So these two, the masculine and this harsher feminine energy, are a fated pair or were a fated pair at some point. Doesn't necessarily mean that they had to stick together. They could have been karmics, right? Maybe they were married, maybe business partners, and they are in each other's lives as karmic partners, right? As lessons. Um, but whoever this feminine person is, this person has great influence on why this masculine hasn't really fully come forward towards the collective until now. Yet the collective remains faithful, remains loyal, remains still supportive and in this masculine's life. If you are in separation, if you're in no contact, it really doesn't matter. From a collective perspective, the collective is still somewhat involved in this person's life, one way or another, even if it's just on the 5D. The collective is still feeling that there is a potential for a new spark, for a new, new beginning here, a new exciting beginning. In the future, some trouble manifesting what this masculine wants. This masculine feels that he may not be able to achieve that ultimate wish for fulfillment. He's going to go through a period where he's not going to feel that he can make things happen, that he can't really give anybody the new beginning they need, that he can't really make things happen in the right way. And this is only going to be perception, though. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to happen as an action in their lives. In the way I see this here, he's going to be shedding a lot of that trauma. He's going to be doing a lot of that shadow work and tapping into places that are not very pleasant for him. And all of this feeling of inadequacy is going to surface. He's going to need to see that head on, right? Until now, he may have been shying away from taking a deep look as to why he's unable to manifest things the way he wants. He's unable to really feel happy. He's unable to make things go the right way or in an organized fashion, in a less chaotic fashion. And he's going to be forced to look at that, which is going to kind of bring up a lot of things, stir up a lot of emotions in this person's life. And this isn't a person who is comfortable with emotions. Very, head over heart, very logical. So, it's not going to be a pleasant experience for this person having to confront their own issues. Currently, some communication coming from this person about abundance, about maybe they're coming to explain as to why they've been so detached and, what they've been working on, that they've been devoting time to financial matters. They're trying to make ends meet. They're trying to get their affairs in order. But some communication is coming. Or it could be a child. It could be that they're family man, right? And they have kids to support. And so their kids are obviously their priority and what keeps them working around the clock because they have financial responsibility towards these kids. But communication is coming one way or the other. In the future, less conflict, less chaos. This is a person who is always very gang-ho, very aggressive, they have a plan to go. There's not a lot of thought about what it is that they want. They just want to, go out and take it. They have a goal. They want to go out and master it and conquer it and, be done with it, put it behind them. Well, in the future, there's going to be a more balanced approach. And it's all part of that, achieving inner balance, right? This person is not going to be rushing into any any wasteful decisions, any decisions where their time is not well spent, their energy is not well spent. So, it's in line with achieving more of that clarity, that balance to really go towards the things that matter in life. Take a look at the bottom of the deck. Page of Wands reversed, King of Cups reversed, Nine of Cups, Ten of Swords, Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Empress. So, yeah, this person, this masculine hasn't really communicated much, hasn't really said much. They are feeling very defeated. They are feeling very tired. They're feeling very unaccomplished, and just overly sensitive right now. Like somebody who's not feeling love, somebody who's feeling that the world is against them. They have been using a fair amount of manipulation to keep the feminine still in their lives, but they're not, they're being overly dramatic. They're not feeling that they can bring much to the feminine at this point in time. They do want happiness and love, fulfillment and love, but they're still in that very selfish energy where in their mind, love is what fulfills them, not what fulfills the partnership. So they are still very much trapped in that selfish way of loving somebody, right? And I don't think they see that yet and how that is detrimental to a partnership, right? They're practicing self-love, but not necessarily a partnership love. They've gone through a tough cycle, and the cycle has ended. They're ready to move on to a different dynamic from this point on. I mean, they went through a tough cycle. This has been a tough cycle, a tough lesson. A lot of lessons in this past and present cycle for this masculine, but the worst is behind them. They are looking at a much brighter sort of future right now. The collective, the masculine sees that the collective, even though they are still supported, they're still in their lives whenever they need them, they're still connected. They have pulled their energy away a bit. They've been self-loving. They've been investing in their own self-care, their own self-love, their own balance. If the collective has children, they've been focusing on their children or on their family life. And interestingly enough, the masculine sees the feminine as this amazing mother figure. If kids are involved, they feel that they have this nurturing. They are a beautiful, devoted mother. If you don't have children of your own, then they see you as a potential partner that could really be that mother figure in a family dynamic. And they just adore you. They see you as this beautiful, fruitful, again, just to reiterate here, they see you as this beautiful, fruitful, balanced, smart, independent woman. Or I shouldn't say woman, I should say feminine energy, because this isn't about gender, right? There's no man or woman in tarot. It's all about feminine and masculine energy. But they see you as this beautiful partner, as this dream come true. You are their wish fulfillment. And, I think that they understand that work needs to be done on themselves in order to be able to match your vibration right now. So it seems like this person is willing to put in the work. These are the messages from Spirit, everyone. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please leave me a comment. Hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching. I will see you very soon. All right, bye-bye.